call the meeting to order. Entertain a motion to adopt the minutes of June 2.
I so move.
I second.
Motion is second. Any discussion regarding those minutes? Hearing none, we shall vote. Mr. Hollister?
Yes.
Ms. Moyer?
Yes.
Vote yes. Now, entertain a motion to adopt payment of bills of $43,492. Excuse me, broken down, general fund 452679, cemetery 312204, fire 29,538.52, and road 630465. Is there a motion?
I so move that we pay the bills.
Is there a second?
I second that.
The motion is second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, may we vote please. Ms. Moyer?
Yes.
Mr. Hollister?
Yes.
I will vote no. Correspondence for the period. Any correspondence that anyone would like to bring forward to the board?
I think they're all self-explanatory.
Number 5, public addition to the agenda. Is there any additions to the agenda this evening? Anyone from the public want to speak on anything? Unless it's already here. Anyone see it? Okay, thank you very much. Fire department report.
Right. This is your last one on the second. We've done 31 runs, or 38 runs, sorry. 4 fire. We only received 1 mutual aid this time, but we've sent our guys out at least twice for mutual aid responses. Crews, a while back, Houston had reached out to us with the Kettering physicians. They're like student physicians reached out to us to do wilderness training. So we went out and did a joint wilderness training with Kettering physicians, Houston.
Which kind of training?
Wilderness and med flight. So that was a good time. Long day, but it was a good time for everybody. Street fair went very well on Saturday. No runs. Had a couple shortly after. Thanks to all my staff who did run smoothly this year. And so this year we did things a little bit different. We had 3 of our trucks out. So we had Medic 81, Engine 81, and the brush truck. They were all out there in force. We also had Silver Creek Medic 41 did standby, as well as Houston Medic 95. They came out and did standby with us. And then Springfield Township let us borrow their side-by-side.
Which is a cool little, it's a little vehicle.
Yeah, there's the big one.
Yeah.
So I also sent you the invoice from Silver Creek. It was printed off to reimburse them.
Silver Creek EMS?
Silver Creek, yeah. Because they did stand by with us.
Okay,
And I'm waiting to get one from Houston as well.
okay. And Springfield been charged for the?
No.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
Were we going to consider appointment?
Oh, we have a couple of things. First, some citizens are planning an appreciation week for the fire and EMS crews, and we're really happy to invite Kelly and Tracy to tell us more when and where, when and what.
Thank you so much. We're super excited. We're looking at the week of July 6th through the 12th. I'm really happy that literally every organization, every one of our stores downtown, as soon as I say what we're doing, they immediately are jumping to, hey, how can we help? So thus far, we have Mayor Pam's going to come out and do a proclamation. The council is going to be creating a banner for across the street up here for that week. They're also going to recognize the celebration during their meeting that week. We have meals that are going to be provided throughout the week, and so far we have the Emporium, HaHa Pizza, Current, Dino's, Bootleg, Bagels, Yellow Springs Bakery, Mazoo, Bentino's, Sunrise Cafe, all participating. We also have Chappelle has donated gear, Dark Star, Kismet have both donated items, that's just the beginning. That was literally only 2 days versus me making contact. So it's super exciting that the village really wants to recognize you guys and show our appreciation for you being here and keeping us safe. We really. The other thing we are going to do is we're going to create big, huge poster thank you boards that your personal thank you can be written on, and that will be, one of them would be at the senior center right now. I have it, but I'm also trying to find a couple other places in town we can put them. And then we'll gather those up and place them throughout the department. And then the other last thing that we would like to do is also on behalf of Yellow Springs is to send a thank you to all the stations that have supported us as well. When you guys were down or unable to support us due to whatever situation. But we know that without them as well, that they have helped to keep our village safe too. So we're going to do I'll kind of coordinate with you who to do that.
Absolutely.
And we'll do a little cookie delivery or something on our behalf. So.
Thank you.
Anything else for fire?
Yes, we're appointing a new fire chief.
Or we have the suggested points from our consultant, Red Cowser. Did you get a chance to look at those, Chris?
Yes, I did.
So,
Is this where we should discuss this in the agenda, or do you want to put it under new business?
This is fire.
so are you going to appoint him for, would you like me to take this? Or?
Yes, you were leading the recruitment of the new chief, so go ahead.
Well, we have I don't know if I'll take the time now. Well, I guess I will, since people are curious. We had interviews. Miami Township Fire and Rescue is proud to announce the appointment of Chief James R. Cannell Jr. to the department new fire chief. Chief Cannell has decades of experience leading change and developing firefighters and fire officers. His dedication to firefighters spans nearly 40 years as volunteer and career fire departments. He's especially qualified to lead the department, implement change, and develop the next generation of Miami Township firefighters. His appointment is scheduled to last 1 year, where he will prepare internal officers for promotion and appointment. He was selected from an applicant pool of experienced, highly qualified firefighters. There's a few more things. I might as well tell you these qualifications now, since everybody's so curious. Chief Cannell retired from the Columbus Division of Fire after 33 years of distinguished service. He rose to the second highest rank within fire administration, assistant chief, and served as acting fire chief in their absence. He has served in every operational rank and participated in every aspect of fire, rescue, and EMS operations. In addition to his work with the Columbus Division of Fire, Chief Cannell has served since 2001 as a paid on-call captain with the Porter Kingston Fire District in Delaware County, where he is also the department's training officer. His career also includes appointments to the NFPA Technical Committee member responsible for developing national training standards and Ohio Task Force 1, and notably he was deployed as a rescue squad member to the World Trade Center following the 9/11 terrorist attack. A passionate advocate for professional development and operational excellence, Chief Cannell served as the Fire and EMS Training Director for the Delaware Area Career Center from 2001 to 2007. He contributed to several key initiatives still in use by the Columbus Division of Fire, including incident command training protocols, improved ground communication systems, EMS deployment models, and the policy aimed at reducing firefighter exposure to cancer and cardiac stress. His administrative experience, operational leadership, and commitment to fire and safety training make him an outstanding choice to lead Miami Township Fire and Rescue into our next chapter. The Board of Trustees are confident that he will effectively lead and support the development of our firefighters and improve the administrative processes of the department. He has considerable experience collaborating with others and will be working with neighboring fire chiefs and our village chief of police and other partners. The Board of Trustees are planning a public reception within the next several weeks to introduce the community to him. So, I think we could do this by motion.
Anybody want to make a motion regarding this position?
I move that we appoint James Cannell to the position of Fire Chief effective 8 a.m., June 23rd, 2025.
Do we need to read we have the negotiated contracts, so we need to read it. Okay, that's fine.
We have a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion regarding this? Hearing none, may we vote please? Mr. Hollister?
Yes.
Moore?
Yes.
I'll vote yes. Welcome, Chief.
Yes.
I'd just like to make the comment that not only did the a trustee group interview candidates, but firefighters interviewed the candidate and fire chiefs from neighboring departments interviewed and made comments.
Thank you.
Any other comments? Hearing none, we'll move on. I'd like to make a change in the agenda and entertain a motion to move into executive session to discuss legal matters.
I so move.
Motion?
I second.
A motion is second for the discussion regarding that. Your vote please, Mr. Hollister.
Yes.
Ms. Moore.
Yes.
We will move. I will ask Assistant Chief Ayers to join us for this session. All right, we will resume public session at 5:55. No action as a result of executive session. We'll move on to item number 7, which is the cemetery report.
Well, since the last meeting, we had one burial in Clifton Cemetery. It was a cremation burial. We finished the pavilion building at the Pine Forest, Glen Forest, the building. Pavilion's up,
What pavilion?
the one in the back of the Pine Forest.
It was really nice.
Yeah, I thought so. A lot of pieces.
Yeah.
Time consuming. But it's done.
As I recall, you said it's a piece of cake.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It is now that I'm done.
Yeah, right.
And we'll try to get it back on the fence next week.
So can I ask about the progress of the Pine Forest? We had allocated 15,000 to develop that, and where we are in both time and money and the development of it.
It's virtually done. It just needs some fine tuning, maybe some plantings. I haven't gotten the last invoice from MSP yet, but I don't think we're anywhere near the 15. Well, we probably might be near the 15 when we had some of the other small things, but that's just phase 1.
It's just phase 1.
Mm-hmm.
Is the camera on?
There's a second phase.
Well, before it opens, it probably needs a back fence and some plantings.
So if we go above the 15,000, we'd have to maybe get budget and approve those funds. Well, not probably, we will have to. If we go above the 15,000, we'll have to approve the funding for that.
Anything else for cemetery?
Well, it's not a formal township, but at the Clifton Cemetery, Dan and I participated in a gravestone cleaning and repair workshop. It was a half day, and It was fun in a sense. And how many, there were two people,
I think there were 8 people there.
two from Clifton,
Mhm.
guy from Sugar Creek, or-
Somewhere, yeah.
and then the woman who was leading it.
It's pretty interesting. Informative.
And I'm wondering, I mean, I've mentioned it in my enthusiasm over last weekend, and a couple of people said, oh, I'd like to do something like that. This isn't quite the same as when we contracted with a company last year to come to Glen Forest, but
No.
I wonder if we might ask this woman to come do it at Glen Forest. Or have we repaired all the,
All down. Well, I'm sure there's some stones that could be cleaned or something.
anyway, I just suggest that, not for a current decision, but
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, oh, we're not on roads yet, sorry. Same guy, different
Any other
topic.
cemetery stuff?
Okay.
Roads?
We are back to our regular routine of cutting grass this week, and we have a holiday Thursday. And we'll be back to normal.
Do you want to make mention at all about the meeting with Cedarville and county?
Oh, we've added a county over a proposed project on Harvester Road for next year, and get some of the early preliminary stuff. Wasn't anything locked in, I don't believe.
No.
About it, it wasn't too bad. I think it'd be beneficial if we can do it for a reasonable price.
Do you remember, I got that little piece of paper, but our contribution was, the total package was like $500,000, and we were gonna have.
Our end was $1,158,000, but our part would be 47,000, 49,000, something like that. Because they're doing grants, they're writing all the grants, so we don't have to. They're taking care of mostly everything.
so this is basically redoing all of
The whole
Harvester
road.
Road.
Because they want to do Cedarville's end and our end, 40% of it's pretty bad shape, you know. They decided to do the whole road. They're writing the grants, getting the grants and everything. We'll know more later in the year. It'll be a project for next year, probably.
We apparently also have a resolution that I don't have a number on, but I guess we could get that.
2025-16.
Second, the agreement between the county engineer and Miami Township for a collective bid paving project. Standard stuff.
It's our annual road repair, that we're part of the collective bid. So I make a motion that we enter this collective bid again this year.
I second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion regarding this resolution? Hearing none, may we vote please? Trustee Moyer,
Yes,
trustee Hollister,
Yes.
I will vote yes also. Done and
and
done.
before you guys get sign this and get an agreement, I gotta get it to them.
Okay, there you go. Anything else for the roads?
I'm having
Thank you very much. Fiscal officer's report. I don't see if fiscal officer here, so apparently the report stands as presented. Zoning administrator's report. We were supposed to have a public meeting this evening regarding the new zoning amendment that was proposed by the zoning commission. Our zoning administrator could not make the meeting this evening and asked that we could move it till the next meeting. I assume he'll re-advertise it, he certainly knows the rules. So, no hearing for us? Standing committee reports, MVRPC.
I don't have any standing committee reports of import this week on any of these MVRPC, wise development, or Glen Forest. A couple of our committee members from the natural burial. Do we have anything to report to the board this year? This week, or it's going to be in the future or more organized?
I didn't come prepared to
Okay,
say.
I didn't think so. So that's all I have.
From planning met, and actually the whole meeting was discussing, it was a short meeting, but it was discussing the amendment from Miami Township for zoning commission, which would have been here tonight. So we'll end up going over that. Also wanted to let us know that we were one of 3 townships who were chosen to be awarded $13,500 in credit. We don't get the money, but it's credit to regional planning to redo our zoning commission, or excuse me, to redo our zoning code and put it in a more updated fashion. I don't know the ins and outs of that. If they meet with the zoning commission, obviously they have to work closely with them, but that's not been structured yet. The grant was just awarded about a week, 10 days ago. So, that's really good news. For one thing, it takes that responsibility, total responsibility. I mean, I know Brian wanted to do the whole redo of the code himself with the zoning commission, obviously, but now he's going to get some help, and so he's not going to have to put the amount of time that he would have if he did it himself. Anything else for the zoning administrator? Oh, we already did that.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got back.
Because you went to regional planning.
Oh, yeah, that's what we did.
I don't have anything from Clifton Union Cemetery, other than what I've already commented on.
Okay. New business, we've taken care of that unless there's something else. Hearing no one. Old business, resolution request county commissioners renew the exclusion of utility scale solar in southeast Miami Township.
At our last meeting, I presented this, so it would be Resolution 2025-17. And we decided to wait till this meeting. In that discussion, there was a suggestion that we change the period of 2 years to 5 years, and I had the impression that there would be support for that. Shall I read the resolution again? Resolution 2025-17. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Miami Township values the prime agricultural soils of our township, and whereas on June 5th, 2023, the Board of Trustees requested, it's 2023, the Board of Trustees requested restriction of utility scale solar and wind facilities in part of Miami Township, and the Greene County Commission declared such exclusion. And whereas on May 21st, 2025, the Board of Trustees held a community meeting to solicit input from the community on whether the Board of Trustees should request a renewal of the Greene County Commissioner's 2-year exclusion of utility scale solar and wind power facilities from the portion of Miami Township south and east of the Little Miami River. And whereas over 31 people attended the meeting and most statements were in support of continued restriction, and now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of Miami Township that the Board of Trustees is formally requesting that the Greene County Board of Commissioners take necessary action to renew their declaration that all unincorporated land in Miami Township that is south and east of the Little Miami River a restricted area for large-scale solar facilities for another period of 5 years pursuant to the authority granted by Ohio Revised Code 303.58.
Is there a motion to adopt this resolution?
I so move.
Is there a second? I'll second. Any further discussion?
Just in summary, we have a number of we've received additional letters, not all in favor, but let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 in favor, 2 not in favor. I'm assuming that people want to make comments.
Well, that's confusing to me because we did have a public hearing, so how many hearings are we going to have?
Oh, okay.
I'm not deciding for the group. Chair, I mean, are we taking comments from the public or from the trustees? First, it would be trustees to comment if we were going to do that tonight. Like, I would tell you the reasons behind my vote if we were doing that tonight, and then people, but we've had a public hearing, and Chair?
I asked if anybody wanted to change the agenda for a public comment, and I didn't get any response, so I assume there is none. So we have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, let's vote, please. Mr. Hollister?
Yes.
Ms. Moyer?
No.
I will vote yes. Now, apparently there's one other item of old business.
Oh, you mean our levy? That item?
Whatever it says.
Well, it's been a little bit of an odyssey this week, and glitches in this resolution, and running it through auditors and lawyers, and we finally have, I received at 3 p.m. today, everybody's agreement on the resolution of necessity. It's gone through, and so I didn't get it to you guys until shortly after that. It's a lot of legalese. It's been approved by Jen Huberts, it's been approved by Tracy Bradford, head of the Civil Prosecutor's Office, and also by the Auditor's Office. Would you like time to read through it?
No, I'm very familiar with it.
And you see, well, it's not the standard boilerplate. It's a new and
It's longer.
it's longer, more thorough.
With the citations of different parts of the revised code.
Updates to the ORC that Greene County is so far not very responsive to, and both our lawyer and Yellow Springs lawyer was very insistent that we add some things. So I make a motion that we approve our resolution of necessity, the first resolution in the process, the first of 2 resolutions in the process of getting our levy on the ballot.
And this will go to the county auditor for approval
Yes.
and be returned to us.
And to be certified.
And certified. If it's returned to us certified, then we will proceed with the resolution, proceed, but don't want to get the cart before the horse. You have a motion, is there a second?
A second.
Motion second, any further discussion regarding this resolution? Hearing none, may we vote please, Mr. Hollister?
Yes.
Ms. Moyer?
Yes.
I will vote yes. Resolution has passed. Any further old business? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
A second. I know.
I so move.
And I'll second.
We're adjourned by acclamation. Thank you, everyone, for coming.